Yes, we're live. Hello, welcome to High Definition Get to Know the Artist podcast. I'm Amy Lauren, A&R for High Definition Tracks, and today I'll be having a quick chat with label boss Dots Per Inch. Hello.
Yo,
You excited?
your turn to question me.
I know. You've had time to think now, a little bit of time to think. But before we crack on with the questions, for anybody that doesn't know Dots Per Inch, introduce yourself. Where are you from?
I'm Dots Per Inch, born in Camberley, lived in Bournemouth for a long time, university and onwards. Then that was where Dots Per Inch was kind of started. And then since then, Dots Per Inch has been in Watford, Milton Keynes, and now in Aylesbury. So been about the place.
Wow, quite the travel.
Yeah.
You're all settled now, though.
Yeah. It's good here.
Right. So moving on, do you want to share with us some of your previous releases?
Yeah. So I have had releases on Armada, Deep, New State, Stereo Hype. I've released some of my own music on an old label called Pointillism, and I have also done some stuff with like German labels like Tief Blau. Yeah, that's probably it. Sorry if I've forgotten anyone.
No, that was awesome.
Oh, good company. Sorry, I Was Loving You. That's like probably the biggest. Well, it is the biggest record I've done so far, and I forgot about it.
Oh no, Good Deal was a good track.
Yeah, so cautious about not forgetting anyone. I forgot the big one.
It always happens. Oh, sorry, James.
Oh, Reg.
No, it's the cat. Oh my god.
Well, there you go. We're live, people. We are live.
We are live. So you have got a track right now, which is out now. Malachi, do you want to tell us a little bit about the track? Any inspiration behind it?
Yeah, so it was an instrumental for ages. I made it 2019, and I wanted to kind of make it down that sort of like heavily garagey influenced route, with like a really bouncy bass line. I was super inspired at the time by like the Anti-Up records, so I wanted it to have this like minimal feel, lots of garage kind of flavors coming through. And I've done a session with Malachi KP, who's a sick singer songwriter, top liner from South London, who I met through James Hype.
Oh wow!
James. And we did a session, and he actually recorded these vocals for something else.
Oh really?
As always kind of happens, like random things happen like this, and they kind of just felt like a little bit left over on that record, or not really required. So I was like, let me use them on this, and it sums up how I feel in lockdown, really. That can't wait to get back on the dance floors, can't wait to DJ to people, and it, you know, because of where he's from and the kind of flow he had, it worked perfectly to give it the garage feel that I wanted. So yeah, big up Malachi KP for being totally cool with me using the lyrics on a different track.
Yeah, big up Malachi, it's sick. Right, moving on to some questions. I've got a couple of random questions, obviously, now to ask you. Have you had time to think? Hopefully. Okay, first question. Tell me something really random about you that not many other people would know.
I have a degree in computer animation.
Sick.
So if people who are watching from university are watching, then they'll know, but the majority of the rest of you lot won't have an idea. So yeah, I did a degree in computer animation.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes and no. Lot of hard work. Not quite what I thought it was going to be before I started it. But you know, I learned lots of life skills, and I learned lots of ideas and things like that still come about everyday life nowadays. So yeah, would I go and do it tomorrow as a degree? Probably not.
Fair enough. Next question. What is your proudest accomplishment or achievement, non-music related?
I'm always proud that I won the 400-meter hurdles at the district sports thing when I was 16. Not sure how proud I should be, because I kind of picked that race because I knew that the competition wouldn't be that strong. I was one of these kids that was like good enough to get into the school football team, good enough to get into the athletics team, but never like one of the stars. So I was probably better at sort of middle distance stuff like 800 meters, and not like really sprinting or like long distance.
I was really good at the 800 meters actually. When I was
for
my
800 meters was actually my event, but I knew that if I did it, I'd probably finish like middle of the field. So I noticed that when I was 15 at the same event, there were only like 3 people in the race, and there was no semi-final. I went straight to the final. So I was like, I'll do the 400-meter hurdles, and like there was another guy who was winning, and he'd sprinted the whole first 300 meters. So as soon as he got to kind of like the last 100 meters, he started like falling over because his legs went to jelly. Whereas I'd like left some in the tank because I'd practiced running a race like 2 or 3 times. And so I won, and I went and I had a chance to like represent the district at the county. And we like did a race in like Lewes near Brighton, and yeah, that was a really cool thing to happen.
Oh, well done. And I suppose using your clever life skills to pick that you're gonna have.
If you can work out a way to play the system, like play it. Like,
totally.
For anyone who asks, like I ran for the district at county athletics. Like
you did. You know? Next question. Who is your hero or heroes, and why? They could be music related or non-music related.
My hero growing up was Ian Wright. I was definitely going to go down that route. And then sort of like teenage years was obviously Thierry Henry. Like I still greatly admire Ian Wright, and I'm like super gassed when I see some of the stuff that he stands up for in terms of social issues and issues of racism and stuff like that. I think he's a good spokesperson for his culture, and he's an Arsenal legend forever and always will be. He might not have the record anymore, but he's the guy that I first remember kind of being excited about in life.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. When was the last time you laughed really hard?
Me and Stacey are watching, we've just finished actually watching a show on the iPlayer called Staged with Michael Sheen and David Tennant.
Okay.
And it's a lockdown show where it's a spoof kind of documentary thing, but basically the whole thing's done on Zoom, so kind of like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And in that there are some absolutely hilarious moments where like I was laughing so much my cheeks were hurting. There's loads of like guest appearances from like Whoopi Goldberg, Samuel Jackson, who else was on there? Ewan McGregor, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, like loads of names. It was funny as hell.
You sound like you're doing promo for iPlayer.
Well, like someone's got to stick up for them because Netflix normally whooping their feet. Like, there's some good shows on there.
No, it sounds good. I have to check it out.
It's only 15 minutes a show, so it's like super easy to watch.
Easy to binge. I love things that are binge. So for you, what is one track that was popular that you always disliked?
I could think of one that you probably know, but I'm not going to talk about that one.
No. It's hard. You don't want to appear muggy, do you? But you're allowed to dislike some sound.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Probably like possibly something like I know. Pitbull and that Give Me Everything Tonight.
I liked that.
Like, and that's the problem. Like, everyone liked it, and at the time I was a resident DJ, I had to play it every single night, and like, yeah, kind of. I think it was a point in music where I was sort of starting to feel like I'd kind of lost my way a little bit. Playing records that I didn't want to play because I had to.
Yeah, I can relate to that, and I think a lot of other people can totally relate to that too.
You know, like when I say I had to, it's not like a general manager is standing behind you with a gun saying you must play it or writes you a playlist. I've been lucky enough to have, like, as a resident DJ, good managers. No one has kind of like told me you got to play this or you got to play that. But at the same time, if you're a resident DJ, you have to play what the people want, and the way to please the majority in the room is to play the records that are big in the charts. And yeah, that record in particular, I just didn't like that.
Fair enough. I'll never play that one around you. Okay. Do you have any weird skills or talents that you'd like to share with everybody?
I can touch my nose with my tongue.
Right.
I mean, maybe I've got a long nose and long tongue. Yeah, like, it is what it is.
What is your most embarrassing moment? Could be DJ, non-DJ related, or both.
We'll go DJ related. So when I was a resident DJ, like I won't go through any kind of like live stream fails that we've had, because
they happen to all of us.
There've been way too many for me to be embarrassed by them nowadays. Like they're just funny to look at and laugh at. But when I was a resident DJ, I was playing on a night when we had scratch perverts, and like, I think someone said to me, "Oh, like, can you just play an extra 10 minutes or something? They're not quite ready." And like, I was one of these like resident DJs that kind of like really tried to like set things up for the guest DJ, so not smashing big tunes before they went on and stuff like some other guys do. And we had scratch perverts on, and then when I got asked to play an extra 10 minutes, I just got a little bit flustered. And so probably like 2 tunes before they went on, like when they were standing at the side of the stage, I played Body Rocks versus Jason Nevins, which has the Run DMC sample on it.
Yeah.
You know the one I mean?
No.
The one from Run DMC versus Jason Nevins. I can't remember the lyric now.
Okay, I should have it after.
Yeah, but basically, if you know it, like it's the same one. It's in that It's the one that goes like, check this out at the end, yeah?
Oh yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll check on Spotify after.
Yeah. So it's probably a fairly big scratch sample. And obviously the scratch perverts were coming on to do a set, and like I don't know whether they'd ever intended to use that sample and scratch, because it's the one that goes, oh yeah, everybody in the place to be on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, this is Run DMC. And it goes like, this out. Like that's quite a big scratch sample, especially if like you're in a like student nightclub playing like 18 to 21-year-olds that aren't wanting it too deep and heavy. And I'd forgotten that was in that track, so I played it, and the moment I played it I just felt really embarrassed and didn't like I didn't talk to them after or anything like that, so I don't know whether they were annoyed, but it was like pretty I felt embarrassed.
It was one of them moments where you just think, oh my god,
like,
and there as well.
Why have I played this? Like I was looking through the crates on Serato trying to play something I thought they wouldn't play, and they probably wouldn't have played the Body Rocks thing. However, they might have used the sample in their scratch. I don't know.
Well,
it was embarrassing.
Well, maybe they never noticed and it was all right.
It could completely be my own problem here. I don't know.
We'll find out one day, maybe. Do you know any funny jokes?
I got this joke that I found or was tagged in on it on Facebook like literally yesterday. So I'm going to use that one. So Amy, what should a UK garage MC do during lockdown?
I don't know. Tell me.
Stay inside.
Yeah, it's funny like that.
I love Corrupt FM, so
it's brilliant.
I love, yeah, brilliant.
No, it's classic. My dad likes it as well. So.
Up.
Have you got any hobbies apart from music stuff? Any normal hobbies?
Watching football. I like playing tennis. Can't play that at the moment.
Oh, didn't strike me as a tennis player.
What?
You didn't strike me as a tennis player?
I used to like play quite a bit when I was like probably 14 to 16. But yeah, I just play my mate Tom these days. So once lockdown's over, I might join the local tennis club so I can play a bit more often. But right now, can't play at all, so it's rubbish. So I go running, or I'm trying to go running every other day, but my knees hurt sometimes. So you know.
Oh, sorry to hear about your knees. I don't like running anyway. Just ache all over. I hate it. Yeah. Last thing, is there anything else we should know about Dots per Inch? Anything else you want to share with us? I know.
Just I'm here to stay. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I've only been doing Dots per Inch full time since November 2019. So although I've been releasing music as Dots since 2013, I feel really fresh in the game still. And I'm learning new stuff every day and I'm excited. And yeah, if anyone out there is watching and has a full-time job and that, like, it's hard work, but if you want it, you can make it happen.
Sick. I think we'll leave it there. That was brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for locking in with us. If you haven't already, go and grab the high definition label sampler from Beatport. It would mean the world to us, really. It features tracks from Blank Sense, Zesto, myself, and Dots per Inch. Go make sure you check that out. Thanks again, Dots per Inch. Thank you.